Hello and welcome to the 7th demo of Step Forward, the application development platform. In this video we will explore more reporting features of Step Forward. Here we will focus on the graphics and drill down. In this report we will show the line chart of historical prices and yields of the selected stock. Step Forward provides a special print field that draws the chart on the report page. We will see how this field is configured in the print template that our new report will use. As before, we begin by dragging the print field into the template workspace. The field is automatically assigned a name, as with all other dynamic print fields. We can change it, but in this case there is really no need for the change since we will have only two such fields in the entire template. Line chart has many parameters that can be tuned up in the inspector. They all have to do with various visual characteristics of the chart. Plot allows to control the color of chart lines. How the line is presented, continuous or separate points. Orientation of y-axis, vertical or horizontal, and other aspects of the plot presentation. Title sets the chart title and its color and font. Value sets the properties on vertical axis. Domain sets the properties on horizontal axis. Legend sets the position of the plot legend that describes the color value association for multi-line charts. In a similar way, we will configure the print field for the yield chart. And now we can save the template. Now that we have the print template for page formatting, we need to put together the report flowchart that will populate it with price data. Our report will take one parameter, ticker symbol of the stock that we have in our portfolio, and produce its market price and yield chart. As before, we will set up some basic trading data. For the time being, we hard-code the broker commission and stock bar value. Later on, we will make our design more flexible and adaptable to change. Next, we need to do the retrieval from the market table to get the historical market data for the ticker of our interest. Now we can calculate our effective market price for each date, taking the broker commission into account and the corresponding yield. At this point, we are ready to produce the line charts. They are created by the specially designated components. The top field in the line chart component is called series. This is the identifier of the line that the two other fields belong to. A single line chart component can display a number of lines within the same plot coordinates, so we need to identify each data point. All points within the same line have the same series name. And the two remaining fields are that very data point to be added to the chart: domain, our X, and value, our Y. So our line chart will have one line, all data points are associated with the same ticker symbol, the horizontal x-axis will be our timeline, and the vertical y-axis is our market price. The yield chart is very similar to the price chart, with the value slot being the yield. Let's add some comments and better organize our flowchart. And finally comes the print template that we created earlier. All that we have to do now is connect the chart print fields in the template with the line chart variables of the flowchart. Now it's time to test our report. And here are our charts. We can now save the report. You probably noticed that unlike the first report, where we took care to simplify the parameter entry by creating a pull-down issuer list so that the user doesn't have to type in the name of the issuer, avoiding spelling errors, here we just take the text-based input of the ticker symbol. The reason is that this report is not meant to be run on its own by request of the user. Instead, it will be hooked up to the yield by issuer report and invoked by pointing the mouse to the ticker symbol on the report page and clicking on it. The technique of hooking together one or more reports and running them in cascading fashion is called drill down and step forward, and we're going to exercise this feature now. Let us revisit the yield by issuer report flowchart. Our point of interest is the print component that produces the report page. There are two tabs in the component inspector: print fields and drill down. So far we focused on the first tab, as this is the critical part of the flowchart design, the place where the print template meets its data providers. Now is time to explore the other tab. This is where we can connect another report to the template print field. All we need to do is now connect the ticker parameter of the report to the flowchart variable that carries the ticker. In our case, it is the field from the stock table. If we look at the Print Fields tab now, we will notice an image of a drilling bit attached to the symbol field. Now, of course, we want to test the new feature. If I now hover the mouse over the ticker symbol, the cursor will change to a pointing finger, telling us that this field is now sensitive to the mouse click. And we can also run the report in production mode. This wraps up this 7th demo of Step Forward. You can learn more about the functionality and capabilities of Step Forward or download Step Forward from this page and read on preferred shares design on our website. Thank you.